This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
I love the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? I love the Lord. And if loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Weird. Detroit priest and self-proclaimed exorcist.
Not Judas.
Is facing charges after attempting to use a 13-year-old girl's hair to floss his teeth with.
I'll be in my corner.
So gross. PC2.
No.
Here's Sergeant Dwayne English talking about what people are saying Father Carlos Martins did.
Dwayne the Rock English.
Yeah.
It's alleged that he then picked up her hair, placed it in his mouth, and made a flossing motion. And that was the allegation that was made by not only the young lady herself, but the individuals that were around her at that time. I can't imagine how scary this might have been for this young lady and the other people around her.
She's going to go shave her head.
Give me some more context here. What's going on?
Well, he's from Detroit.
Right.
He is the star of a popular podcast named The Exorcist Files.
Love podcasts.
Comparing his life to the movie The Exorcist.
Oh.
He's a member of the Catholic Church and works and lives on Detroit's west side at the Companions of Cross Church. In November, he was visiting Illinois as a traveling priest. There, it's alleged that he approached a 13-year-old girl, asked about her hair, and specifically asked if she ever used it to floss her teeth with.
Oh.
And that's when he picked up her hair, put it in his mouth, and made a flossing motion.
Was there other people in the room? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So he's a prankster. He's trying to be the funny guy. I mean, is he trying to be Jim Carrey or something, lighting his farts on fire or something? I'm trying to find a reason.
I don't know.
And the reason is you.
I'm gonna go ahead and say.
Sing it with me. Sing Hoobastank. And the reason is you.
That's the only words I know.
That's all I know.
Okay.
All right.
Given the history of the Catholic Church, I don't know that being a prankster in that way would be a good idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Although I know they normalize that speaking in tongues and all that. Man, is that weird stuff.
Yeah. And the exorcism thing is weird.
Yeah, that's
too.
Weird.
I think it's weird to have a podcast making you like a star.
Well, you got to reach
as a priest. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well, sure. That's the grift. I mean, that's how you make money and buy private jets.
I suppose.
I'm not a big fan of prophetizing.
Right.
The religious sector, but people do it and they come up with all kinds of excuses for it. So
right.
who am I? I'm just a man.
Right. I'm just a man that doesn't floss with 13-year-old girls' hair.
I'm sitting here going, well, at least he didn't, do anything worse that we know of. So that's good, I guess. It was like he was just trying to be funny or something.
So, anywho, currently not able to work with the public until his case works its way through the courts. If he's found guilty in Illinois, he could spend a year behind bars or on probation. Don't worry, the church will just move him somewhere else.
The hair eater. Oh, God. They moved the hair eater to our town.
Well, we had that list on things people find disgusting. Flossing was on there, and I was like, yeah, but flossing with other people's teeth or with other people's hair wasn't on there. Jesus. That's so gross.
Yeah, hair is in the mouth is a big no for me. That's creepy. I don't like it. I keep thinking of the Ring. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
You bring up hair in your mouth, I think of that girl coming out of the well. I don't know why. It's like my default setting. It's really strange. What's your default hair in your mouth setting? Do you have one?
I used to work with this chick that chewed on her hair.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chewing on your hair is not a crime. I mean,
no.
I guess.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies. You will end up with a hairball that has to get removed.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's gross.
Interesting.
Okay, so much for inclusivity. Influencer in Miami going viral after complaining about dudes who go too hard at yoga and Pilates classes. Then a bunch of other chicks came in with man-bashing comments.
Just took a hot yoga class, and there were many guys in the class. Particular man, push-ups before class started, heavy breathing, grunting, slurping his water. It is a quiet, zen, peaceful yoga class. It is 7 a.m. Why must you take up more space than you already naturally do? Why can you be seen and not heard? Demure, cutesy, you know? Like, you don't, we get it, you're a man. Like, you don't need to act like that, though. It's annoying, and we all secretly hate you.
Okay, lesbian.
Wow.
Thanks, lesbo.
Why are you saying it that way?
Trust me. I know a lesbian or two.
I don't think she is a lesbian.
Trust me. She's a muncher.
I don't think she is.
All right.
Well, but my gaydar is terrible.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't think she is. I think she's just... I think she's just a regular yoga chick.
Well, you could say that about anything at the gym. I know. At the Princeton Club I see upstairs, there's yoga, and there's ain't a man within a mile of that yoga class.
Well, I think that
I don't know if that's a closed
first of all
thing, or is that by design? I don't know.
I think that men already have a hard time going to yoga. So when you make videos like that, it's not really helping them feel like they're welcome anyway.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And secondly, part of yoga and doing that is being able to find your own peace despite what's going on around you.
I can't believe.
So maybe the universe is just challenging you and you should work harder.
I can't believe I have found common ground with the lesbian. I feel like I feel like Clint Eastwood in
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino. No. No, Josie Wales.
Oh.
Only men like us can prevent bloodshed. Only we can decide to live in peace. It will be peace, lesbian.
Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know if I need more coffee for this or what.
Oh, that got off on a weird one. All right. Phone calls coming in. Hello.
Hey, hair in the mouth, Dan Aykroyd trading places when he's dressed as Santa Claus, trying to eat that salmon through his beard.
Yes, that popped into my head. Thank you. God, I'm glad you called and said that. Yeah, that was a great. He stole the salmon from the Christmas party, and it was
trying to rip it through the hair.
Yes. God, I can. That's making me really weird right now. That was horrific. And then the lady on the bus sitting across from him is just the lady and her mom, just horrified. Go, salmon hair. What are we talking about? Yoga.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're at a place where a lot of people grunt. I mean, there's people in the free weights and squatting, and Do I think there are guys at the Princeton Club that I don't know if you want to call it showing off, but do they what's the word I'm looking for?
Overgrunt.
Overgrunt. I don't know if they're.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, do they overdo it? Are they showing off? Are they attention whores? I don't know. Maybe, but there's a couple of guys that are just like, dude, tone it down. You got 145 pounds on that bar. Calm down, Sally.
But I'm also like, I don't know, when you're at the gym and you're in those public classes, you kind of have to expect that stuff.
Well, sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's not times it doesn't hurt or you're trying to work through the pain, but
right.
Yoga, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's the opposite of squatting, kind of. I mean, I don't think I've ever done yoga. Is there groaning and pain involved?
There's not pain. Well, there shouldn't be pain. You don't want to.
Yoga's about positions, right? And holding the position, right?
Yeah, and breathing.
Yeah, breathing is huge.
Yeah.
But if it hurts, are you doing yoga wrong? You'd have to tell me about that. But
you don't really want to be holding positions that hurt.
Right. It sounds like she just has a general distaste for duders, but I could be wrong.
She doesn't like man noises, it sounds like.
She doesn't like man noises and probably doesn't like men in the class.
But
women make noise. I mean, I hear women grunt. At the gym? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a thing where you're like, whoa, tone it down there. Tone it down there, She-Hulk.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of rude.
Play it again. It's a funny take.
Yeah.
Just took a hot yoga class, and there were many guys in the class. Particular man, push-ups before class started, heavy breathing, grunting, slurping his water. It is a quiet, zen, peaceful yoga class. It is 7 in the morning. Why must you take up more space than you already naturally do? Why can you be seen and not heard? Demure, cutesy, you know? Like, we get it. You're a man. Like, you don't need to act like that, though. It's annoying, and we all secretly hate you.
Well, tell us how you really feel. I mean, if you're doing what's hot yoga? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's
they turn up thermostat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in there very, very sweaty.
So are you doing it wrong if you're not audibly breathing or grunting or anything? You know, are you doing it wrong? Are you not doing it right?
You don't have to grunt. Hot yoga is 95 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit.
No thanks.
I mean, people grunt or.
I mean, if you're new to yoga,
people toot during yoga.
Yeah. Lots of farting in the.
Oh, dude. Oh,
no. You son of a. This is my.
I can't believe. Wait.
Yes.
Typing music here.
Take a second. This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Welcome to Fart Yoga.
Yes.
Today we're going to work on flexibility and balance. Start with the mountain pose. Raise your arms up, and as you exhale, bend your knees as if sitting into a chair. Next is the downward dog. From all fours, walk your hands in front of you, lift your hips and back to lengthen your spine. And remember to relax. And let's finish with the warrior pose. Arms out, feet wide apart, and bend your knees and release. Fart yoga.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
No, I'm going to stay home next time.
Yeah, the sauerkraut. I'm not going to yoga. But I mean, here we go. Now we're cycling, or we're talking about gym noises,
Right.
Which, you know, as much as it may annoy you, that's part of the gym.
Right.
I mean,
Totally.
obvious. Gym sounds. Doing a bench press, yes. Loud, explosive breathing, yes. Whatever.
Focus on yourself.
Yeah, I would tell, unless it was an all women's class and this guy's being an ass.
Right, which is another thing I don't.
Which we don't know, but I mean, if it's co-ed, why do you care? I mean, eventually you sound kind of like a bitch.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you go to yoga, you're tight. Stretching is not fun. It's not. You got to kind of force yourself to do it. Nobody likes to do it.
I know.
It's kind of like election. Yoga's a lot like election day. I just realized that. It's just one of those things you got to get through.
Well, I don't know. I think once you get in the habit of it, it's nice.
I mean, that would be like a guy saying, there's this chick at yoga that just moans like she's having an orgasm. What is that? That's annoying.
Right.
I mean, that can go both ways. And women fart. You fart, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard you rip a good one in a while.
I know.
What's going on with you? Is it the new diet?
Yeah.
You used to take pride in your farts, and now you're like,
I tell you what, though. I got some vegetarian chili in there that's 90% beans. So let me process that. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, to say a guy, though, farting or moaning or grunting in a class.
Well, especially with yoga, because yoga is so all about focusing on what's going on with your body.
Yeah.
It's about a lot, like, you have to have things in alignment. It's about focusing on your breathing and it's all about what's going on in you.
Right. But,
so for you to be focusing on what someone else is doing, you're completely not doing what you're supposed to be doing at yoga class.
And I'll piggy that with, shouldn't you be cheering people on in any class? Whether it's, and I do, and I always say, well, I'll tell you, I go to the gym and I see people that can barely move and are having a hard time or they're struggling. But I'll tell you what, They get their ass in there and they do it.
Right.
And I give you all the credit in the world. I don't care if you're lifting 2 pounds or 1,000 pounds.
Yep.
God bless you, man.
Yep, dude.
I hope I'm doing
never,
it.
ever make fun of anybody that's moving. Are you kidding me?
Right. So, yeah, I don't know if you want to be that.
Don't be that asshole.
Don't be that person.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what the gym's for. You know?
Right.
But farting is funny to me, so I don't. Maybe we're different like that.
And then there's that weird, I don't know, the weird thing too, people recording their workouts in the public gym area. I don't know how I feel about all of that either, because then they're like attacking people who are watching. But I think a lot of times people are watching because they're like, why are they recording in a public space?
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know. Ego is involved in so much of it. But also, there's like a fragility that's there too. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, listen. When I see people lifting heavy stuff, or they're at the squat rack or whatever, you know, and they're probably over there earning it. Let me tell you,
right,
with some of that heavy stuff. But and I don't think they're trying to be dicks. I don't think they're trying to be disruptive or really attention whores. I don't. I mean, it is what it is. And then. It's just how you deal with the movement. I mean, can you watch a tennis match where they're grunting?
It's fine. It's irritating, but it's whatever.
After 3 hours, I would not sit there for that. But so that put that in perspective. I guess it's fine at the gym. Who cares? But I don't know. Maybe this guy at the yoga, it's nice and quiet. He's like, oh, whoa,
right. Right, maybe it is next level.
Ow! Ow!
But you would think the instructor would say something. You know what I mean?
Like, I can't. Geez. Oh, gosh. It sounds a lot like pooping. I just realized yoga is a lot like pooping.
There is a sense of relief.
There's a sense of relief once you get through it.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast.
Saving you green with every machine. John Green Family Auto is back just minutes away in Milton with completely inspected, polished, and ready-to-drive pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Trade in your old winter beater for something new to you with financing that's easy on your wallet and beating any competitor's trade appraisal by $500 guaranteed. Stress-free experience, over-the-top service department, and carefully selected pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs as John Green is back and ready to ride with you. John Green Family Auto, just minutes away in Milton, and johngreenfamilyauto.com.
Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me.
Love. Now, everyone can have a say.
I didn't touch anything.
Everything's gone crazy.
Hey, what did I read? Hang on, accessing the brain.
Oh, no. What's going on there?
Was it that song from Foreigner that joined the $1 billion stream club?
Oh, really?
Yes. And there's only a handful. And I think it's I Want to Know What Love Is. 1 billion streams.
Okay.
There's only like 4 or 5 of them that have achieved that status.
Wow.
And I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know. Hats off to. That was off that Agent Provocateur album. If you didn't get that, that was, I don't know. I don't know if that record was overlooked a little bit, but man, there were some bangers on that record. I get it and listen to it again.
Go out on Spotify.
Download that puppy.
On Spotify.
Yeah, there was and that was yesterday. That was a good song. There were like a couple of minor hits, but god dang that I Want to Know What Love Is. That is a monster. You ever make out to that song? That would have been around your timeline, I think.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Hotel California, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, Don't Stop Me Now.
No, they were songs. They were
that's
singles.
That's what I'm reading right now.
Gotcha.
Classic rock songs that have over 1 billion streams.
Gotcha.
September, another one bites the dust. Back in Black, Don't Stop Believing. Africa.
Yeah, so
Under Pressure, Every Breath You Take, Take on Me, Living on a Prayer, Sweet Child of Mine, Thunderstruck, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Hello.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, there's like 800 songs on there.
You say hello, and I say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mostly because I'm going to go get Pop-Tarts. So that's a pretty rare error there.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a new matchmaking dating service out of LA. LA. Charging people $1 million. $1 million matchmaking.
Oh, I better get laid.
PC2. Here's the CEO of 3 Day Rule, Adam Cohen Aslati, talking about his new dating service.
We have a huge client base in San Francisco and in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. Usually it's someone that hasn't really prioritized love and prioritized maybe career or other parts of their life ahead of love. Wherever your person is, we will be there finding them for you. We get them, we chat with them, and then we vet them through social media, through background checks, and potentially credit checks if you're interested in that as well. So a thorough background check.
I would think they would be interested in a credit check.
Now, what are the parameters? I mean, are you guaranteed like a date a month for a year or something? What do you get out of that?
They want their soulmate. It's for their soulmate.
I'm going to buy soul. I'm going to go buy it. That always works out well.
The service is only available to 3 clients.
What?
Yeah. More than 100 people applied for the service on its first day. About 15% of the applicants are from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Well, I would assume most people don't trust any of their friends to set them up. I mean, that's a weird night.
It's a 1-year intensive dating program.
All right. But I know what they're looking for. They're looking for people that are probably self-made or have money, and that's probably a big priority for them.
It manages practically every aspect of a client's dating life.
You don't want to be dating some broke bitch.
Company assigns each client a dedicated recruiter who flies across the country visiting social clubs, bars, and gyms in search of a match. Matchmakers plan dates in minute detail, and dating coaches prep clients and their matches for dates on everything from hairstyling to etiquette.
Imagine going to a gym. Your ass, ma'am, is exactly what my client's looking for. It's got to be under 5'2" and a giant ass.
Dating is a skill, and most people don't have it, he said. Price tag accounts for the salaries of 3 dedicated employees, plane tickets for a dedicated recruiter, relationship coaching, and if someone pops the question within 6 months of the program's finish, a 3-carat engagement ring. Of the pool of applicants, a leadership committee is looking for clients who are, in the CEO's words, coachable and seeking long-term commitments. Although it's not based in the Bay Area, the region is one of the service's largest markets. I know, yeah, these are things that would not fly in the Midwest. Matchmakers begin by scanning through the company's database of eligible singles, singling out potential matches for in-person interviews. If nobody clicks, the company compiles a dossier on the client's dating profile. Using photos of exes as a basis for physical compatibility. A recruiter then travels to places where a likely match would appear: concerts, bars, single events, and approaches likely prospects.
I wonder how many people roll in and go, I want one that looks like Bianca.
Right.
Or Kim K. I want one that looks like Taylor Swift.
Right. Give me one that looks like that.
Yeah.
From there, the process is similar to applying for an apartment.
Oh.
Recruiters run background and credit checks, blah, blah, blah.
Don't you think dating is just mostly about kind of getting your face in front of as many people as you can? You know? Yeah, I know. I don't want to underestimate the power of your friends knowing who you should be dating, but I mean, and I guess that happens a lot, but it seems like there would be some pressure in those situations when there's that much money involved.
Right.
It's like, how desperate are you to spend $1 million?
Well,
that's play money to them. I get it. I understand their budget. That's fun money. I get it. But you're buying connections, basically, with $1 million. Although the part about him running around the country going to gyms is super creepy.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah. What was the movie? Was it James Caan and where he wanted to buy his wife? Nick Cage, right? The Vegas movie.
I don't know.
Wasn't that them?
I don't know.
I can't remember who was in it. It wasn't Demi Moore. Who was that? What was? Or am I thinking of the Robert Redford movie with Demi Moore? Somebody wanted his wife. And was like willing to pay for it because it looked like his old ex-dead wife, which I think was James Caan.
Sleeping with the Enemy.
No.
Hunt for Red October.
That was about the Titanic, where she went out and jumped off the Titanic. That was a whole different boat. But that was
Free Willy.
Yeah. Don't mind if I do. I don't mind if I do.
Well, I think what they're paying, a lot of it is like they're paying to know that the woman's going to be serious, right?
Yeah.
To have that. Know that she's not going to be like, just after his stuff.
Yeah, right.
You know,
I get it.
Yeah,
you're buying connections and security and
not game playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that
people are there for a reason. They want to date. They want to fall in love. So that's better than somebody giving you the runaround and pretending to not be married.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. Yeah. Wild.
But I mean, I would be really good at matchmaking. I always miss, what's her name? Who was our favorite $1 million matchmaker?
Patty.
I love Patty.
I loved that show, too.
I missed that show. I used to watch that religiously.
Oh, my God. I loved it so much. Some of those, they were so awkward.
Yeah.
And Patty was just like, you can't do that on a date.
Yes. She was so real about it. And it always seemed like there was like just a little more reality to that show. I don't know why. I guess it was her, but I would love to like take two people. We should start a service. Take them. Are you guys? You like? Where do you like? And then I take you somewhere and I play the negotiator. That would be fun. I could do that.
We're like they have in-ear earpieces and we're telling them what to say.
Yes, exactly. That's been done before, but
it'd be terrible.
Interesting. So you find a one when you go. Have you ever used a service to find love? Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Hey, I think it was Woody Harrelson and Robert Redford, the movie you're thinking of.
I think that's what it was. I can't remember the name.
I can't remember who the woman
it was.
was.
I do. It was. She was in that New York sitcom or whatever it was. Was that Jess? She had the big nose. I forget her name.
Yeah, Jessica Parker.
That might have been her.
Like he paid off their casino debt or something like that and gave him $1 million.
Because it used to look like his ex-wife. That was a great movie, by the way. That was a great movie. All right, man, thanks. As opposed...
Indecent Proposal.
As opposed to the most depressing...
Robert Redford, Demi Moore, Woody Harrelson.
Yes, that's the one. So there was like two versions of it, I think.
Okay.
As opposed to the most depressing movie ever made that ended in Vegas, Leaving Las Vegas with Nick Cage.
Oh, my God.
Holy crap.
Not a movie to watch right now.
That movie from beginning to end is the most depressing movie I've ever seen in my life. Most depressing movie I've...
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how they earned every penny to look that depressing in that movie.
Yeah.
Talk about going down the drain.
Don't watch that at a PMS week, for Christ's sake.
A 2-hour toilet circle drain of a movie.
Oh, man.
So what are the success rates here?
Well, they just opened.
Oh, okay.
They just started it.
All right.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I imagine for some of these folks, you know, they're obviously very well off. And that money is worth it for them to not have to F around and spend time going through the BS.
True that.
You know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I'm just saying, you go to a gym.
Not like us poors.
Today I'm in Sioux City, trolling a gym, looking for a client to match my client's taste, and there she is, that brunette, no tattoos,
right?
Huge arms, veiny.
And then how are you like? How do you approach them?
Yes.
You're like, hey, I work for so and so and so.
Give him your
and,
card.
I have a client that's wealthy.
Are you happy? I mean, but I still say.
And you look like one of their exes because that's what they base it on.
Yep.
And then they're like, "Can we run your credit report?" It's like, how the hell?
Listen,
how do we get there?
Listen, can I interview you further out in the van
right?
for my client?
Like, that's a leap.
Like, are you kidding me?
That's a leap.
That is bizarre. And maybe they go to the boutique. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Right.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Because the average chick is going to be like, get out of my face.
But don't you think that people that can afford that, although, well, not on the other person's side, not on the blind date side, I guess. But I mean, they're not looking for broke people, like a Pretty Woman scenario,
right?
I don't think they're down, looking for prostitutes.
Right.
They're going to the places with the 1% of that can match up financially. That's got to be a huge part of it.
Right. I would think so.
Crazy story. The searching the country thing is really strange.
It's different for rich people, man.
But can you call from other matchmaking services?
I wonder. Yeah, like, can you share databases of nice whores? It's just upper echelon whores.
What was the movie? I was thinking of the movie with forget it. I can't place movies and people this morning. I'm like
I'm like, stop doing this to us.
I'm done. I'm 0 for 3. But I just every
slowly torturing us this morning.
Every scenario I think of always goes to Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
With this money situation.
Right.
Edward. And Pretty Woman.
It's so crazy too, because it's like this guy just started a dating service and was all like, it costs $1 million to join. And because he made this declaration that he can do it and he's going to do it, and he did it so confidently, 100 people wanted to sign up the first day.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. He has no evidence he can do it.
Right. I mean, at least in the $1 Million Matchmaker, when Patty does it, and you bring 20 guys into a room or 20 women into a room.
Right.
And I do believe a little bit in love at first sight. I think it's nice to believe in that a little bit.
Right.
I mean, it's a foot in the door anyways. So, and then, if she's got money and a boat from the ex-husband, that doesn't hurt.
Right.
There's a broke DJ. He'd prefer it if you own a boat. Imagine if I do it. All right, I ain't got $1 million. Never will. Say I pay $10,000 and this guy's scouring gyms for chicks with big boobs. Hey, my client, his wife dumped him. He's got a gambling problem. He's a loser.
He's just there on a day pass. He's just like looking at his phone, looking at the people.
My client thinks you got great boobs and wonders if the ex-husband left you the boat in a settlement. Yeah?
Can you back a trailer?
Can you back a trailer? And finally, can you back up? He's not very coordinated. Can you back that boat into the water? That's the real question. Because you're a keeper.
The final question.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast.
Saving you green with every machine. John Green Family Auto is back just minutes away in Milton with completely inspected, polished, and ready to drive pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Trade in your old winter beater for something new to you with financing that's easy on your wallet and beating any competitor's trade appraisal by $500 guaranteed. Stress-free experience, over-the-top service department, and carefully selected pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs as John Green is back and ready to ride with you. John Green Family Auto, just minutes away in Milton, and johngreenfamilyauto.com.
Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Hello, old friends.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? I want to make a carrot cake.
You couldn't have picked a better date.
What is that?
Today is National Carrot Cake Day.
Carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Carrot cake.
Oh, don't tell me what's in it. The diet starts tomorrow.
My diet starts tomorrow.
Carrot cake. Is it a dessert or a vegetable?
Does anybody have the time?
It's showtime.
You like carrot cake?
I love carrot cake. I get it at Quick Trip all the damn time. The icing on it.
Cream cheese frosting?
Cream cheese frosting.
Don't even.
I just did. No, I like carrot cake.
Yeah.
What's the other thing they have there? That it's like a cinnamon-based cake. It looks like carrot cake, but it's more cinnamony.
It's like a spice cake.
Yeah, something like that. But I always grab the carrot cake. Yes.
What is National Carrot Cake Day? So if you needed an excuse to buy a carrot cake, there you go.
Well,
or to make one.
It's going to be an expensive carrot cake with eggs.
There are things you can use instead of eggs.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Like nuggets?
What?
Carrots?
Applesauce, mashed banana.
Applesauce.
Yogurt. Buttermilk.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things.
I love carrot cake. Although I don't think my mom ever made a carrot cake. I don't remember carrot cakes being around. That wasn't I mean, Mom would make cakes, but I don't remember a carrot cake in the rotation. How about you?
Yeah, that carrot cake goes in the rotation.
Ah, interesting. She must not have loved this.
Maybe somebody in the family must not have liked carrot cake. Silken tofu.
Mom used to throw a carrot at me and send me to my room. And
that's weird.
Yeah, that's about it. It's not a good story.
That's super weird.
Yeah, it's not a good story.
Yogurt. Substitute each egg for a quarter cup of plain yogurt.
Oh, done.
Sweetened condensed milk. There's all kinds of things you can use. I'm on the KitchenAid.com website. 11 egg substitutes. How to bake without eggs.
Do you think that the Quick Trip carrot cake's too sweet? I think it's just about with that icing.
All of the Quick Trip desserts are so rich.
Yeah, it's super rich.
They are so
but
rich.
It's great with cold milk or a cup of coffee. They're just super.
Like a full serving is
over the top.
Unnecessary.
Well, and usually I'll get the thing with two of them in it.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not getting the Persian, I'm usually getting carrot cake.
Pershing.
All
right, so it is also.
Do we have a tariff war with Pershing?
In case you missed that deep dive, the Persian donut is actually the Pershing.
The Pershing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and take a little research on that. That's a fun one. It is also National Doggy Date Night.
Hey, leave your mom out of this.
Don't mind if I do.
Doggy date?
Yeah, it's a chance to hang out with your dog.
That's cool.
Yeah, you work all day, you run errands, you do all that stuff, and then you're supposed to go home tonight, and you're supposed to spend quality time with your dog.
I have to borrow my neighbor's husky.
Yeah, totally.
That's cool.
I don't know. It's kind of a crappy night to go to the dog park, but whatever.
It's not nice out.
It's also National Golden Retriever Day. So if you have a golden retriever for doggy date night, I mean, you're going to twofer, man. American Painters Day, National Women Physicians Day. I have a women physician.
Yeah? Would you ever let a guy look at your vagina?
Well, I banged dudes for a while.
No, I mean on a professional, up in the stirrups and all that.
Oh.
Do you care for that?
Oh.
What percentage of women don't let guys look at their cooter?
I don't know.
Is that a thing? That's a thing, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I've had male doctors before, but I don't think I'm going back. I've had female doctors, and I'm like, I'm not doing the dude thing.
What's the biggest negative for a guy? OBG by 6, 5, 7. Hello, come in, 10-4.
Hello.
I felt like I was talking to a trucker right there.
Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky. Yes. Anyways. Madam, I found a rubber duck where it's not supposed to be. What?
I think I found a problem.
Yeah, I think or the solution. It could be the solution.
Right.
I never thought of that. Quack. Walks like a duck. Quacks like a duck. That could be your problem.
It's a weird noise when I walk. I don't know
what's your negative with a guy checking you out? Is it just the idea of a dude rooting around down there?
I could care less.
No?
No. What I found is that female doctors are they'll tell you step by step what they're doing instead of just doing it.
Oh, okay.
They're
interesting.
gentler.
Okay.
And they move slower.
So okay, gotcha. They're tuned in.
Yeah.
Okay, they know.
And I'm sure there's male doctors out there that also do give you step by step and blah blah blah. But just in my experience, and now I finally found an amazing family doctor, and until she retires, she is stuck with me, and Dr. Niebler's probably driving in right now, going, "Damn it, that bitch would leave." But yeah, no,
that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Once you find a good doctor, a good dentist, and a good hairstylist,
does she know
I feel like you're set for life.
Does she know that she attends to a pretty well-known vagina?
Yeah, it came up before during my pap smear.
That's cool. She listened to you on the radio. Did she say your vagina looks like you sound? No? Okay, we'll move on. Go ahead. What's your thing? I knew you had a deep voice, very cavernous. If your vagina could talk, it would sound like that guy from Sha Na Na. I don't know why.
What's wrong with
no,
you?
If your vagina could sing, it'd be that Papa, no.
The Oak Ridge boy.
You sound like the Oak Ridge boy. Very bearded, very deep voice down here.
No, dude.
No, what was the thing?
No, there was 2 students because it's a clinical. It's a learning clinic. And
yes.
It was the students that recognized my voice.
Yes, that's what it was. I thought that was for something else.
It was too late because my feet were already up.
Yeah,
it was too late.
I don't know why I thought that was like for your mole or something, but no, that's for your checkup.
Because I already said that they could come in, and I couldn't be like, well, now you got to leave.
I will give you a credit, dude. That takes a brave person to let like 6 kids look into the notorious VAG.
Well, and the only reason why I say yes is because your CNA work, when you do CNA stuff, you start to realize, like, after you wipe 100 buttholes, that they all look the same.
Yep.
You know, the only time they look different is when it's your significant other.
You're sitting there going, kids, check my vagina. Listen, we service this vagina the same as we would any non-notorious VAG.
Right.
Okay, any questions?
Yeah.
Any questions about the vagina? Got a couple of miles on it. Done on a few tours. Otherwise, I wipe the vag just like every other woman.
I did not make a speech, no. I did not make a speech.
That would be amazing. Biatch.
Dee, would you like to say a few words to the kids about your vagina?
Yes, it's unremarkable.
No, it was.
It is well traveled, but unremarkable.
No, I was mortified. But I was, whatever. You
That's
just got to
awesome.
kind of lay there and be like, oh, thanks for listening.
You know what you want to do?
And then the whole time I was like,
you know what you ought to do?
this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Just in case, next time you're at the office and you got your feet up in a stirrup and there's kids. Well, I say kids. I mean.
Right. They were like 25.
No, they're not kids. That would be.
You make it sound.
I mean, it'd be a better story, but they're 25. I brought my children to work today. They're 5, 7, and 9. Timmy, do you have a question?
It's terrible.
No, they're what are they? They're
in their clinical rounds or whatever.
Clinical rounds. No, you should take in with you a little rubber duck that squeaks. And when the kids are standing there, you just hit it and go, oops, mommy's a little gassy. See what would lighten the mood a little bit, Kids are like, oh my God, it's a quacking vagina.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice of you to do.
Well, I don't know that I'm going to do it again, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was kind of a.
Well, they have a good story. I know they have they take that hypocritical oath.
It's a Hippocratic oath.
But I guarantee you they're out talking about your vagina.
I hope not.
No, you know it comes up at parties.
Right. Right.
There's a garage party with a keg of beer.
I know, and the dude was all like,
"Yep,
I saw Biatch's vag."
You're not gonna believe who
He's
came.
Like, that thing was beat up. It was beat up.
I snuck a picture. Check it out. She wasn't looking. I took a selfie. Check it out. Oh, God, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Well, good on you, man.
It's fine.
That's cool. Great story. It's better than my Jesse James story.
It's fine.
The battle of the stories this morning.
Always makes my cheeks red.
That was good.
I don't know why you make me bring it up all the time.
Because I'm a guy and nobody tells us about that stuff. We have to. You know what this radio show is? It's like the back of the bus.
It is.
This radio
You're
show.
hanging out with the hoods, dude.
Yeah, this show is like all the stuff I learned about boobs on the back of the bus when I was 8.
You know what I was thinking about, too? Is, because I learned that the majority of men don't even really know what happens during a pap smear.
I have no idea. I assume I'm not even allowed to ask.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, they scrape some stuff and then they give it the smell test, I think.
Still sniffing.
And then, what am I missing?
Yeah, they do lots of swabbing and stuff.
Yes.
It does not feel good.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. It's very uncomfortable.
Would you say the COVID Q-tip up the nose is worse, the same, or better than what they stick in your vagina?
I would put it at the same level.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It pinches?
Yeah, there's times I would say it's that similar sensation where it's like a pressure and like it's uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, because they're getting really in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And they're like swabbing your cervix and then they scrape, they take cells from the side and everything else. Yeah, they're in there. They are.
Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I mean, it's kind of hot.
There's nothing hot about it.
Well, whatever.
Not for the doctor, not for the person involved.
Well, for us guys that have no clue, I think that's kind of hot.
It's very medical.
Yeah,
it's very medical.
Well, you're lying. You just want us to think that. I bet you guys light candles and play some cool music, and you play like some Christopher Cross and sailing. Oh, that feels good. Oh yeah.
That would be weird though, like because I always think my dentist always hums along to whatever music is playing, and it would be really weird if my doctor did that during the pap smear.
Why?
I don't know. It would just be weird.
I wouldn't care.
Isn't that like,
when I got my first colonoscopy a couple of years ago, the doctor said that a super cool dude over there on I assume we all go to the same colonoscopy place over on University Avenue.
I don't know.
Over there where across from the old Taco Bell.
Yeah, I think there's I'm sure if you're under the same insurance,
like a million buttholes a year come through there.
Man, they should have a little sign
like
McDonald's.
Yes, over 3 million buttholes serviced. But my doctor said I woke up and wanted to dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I came out of my whatever they call it, and I wanted to party.
Yeah.
So it's just like let me tell you.
You're consistent.
I don't let up. It's just I keep the party going. Always. So I thought that was kind of fun.
That is fun.
They were laughing. Like, no dancing. Got a thing in your butt. No dancing.
Right.
I'm like, all right. Nighty night. And they're like, turn the juice up. Right. All right.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.